What if your favorite third-party app suddenly stopped working? What if the tools you use daily were suddenly inaccessible? In 2023, we witnessed such a scenario when major social networks like Twitter and Reddit altered their API terms. These platforms took steps to limit third-party experiences, tighten control over their user data, and ultimately monetize their platforms more effectively. Picture this: Twitter, without any warning, shuts down third-party apps. Not only that, but they also hike up the prices for API access. The result? Several apps are forced to close down, unable to bear the new costs. Reddit follows suit, implementing changes in their API that also lead to the closure of several apps. The reason behind these drastic measures? The desire to better monetize their data and prevent scraping, an act that can often lead to data breaches and privacy concerns. This unsettling shift in API terms has had a ripple effect on users and developers alike, pushing them to seek alternatives. In the midst of these changes, a new player enters the scene: decentralized networks. An exciting development in the digital realm, these networks are transforming the way we interact online and offering fresh opportunities for third-party developers. Take Mastodon, for instance. Unlike traditional social media behemoths, Mastodon operates on a decentralized model. This means there's no single server or company controlling the entire network. Instead, it's spread out across numerous servers, each independently operated. So what's the big deal here? Well, this decentralized approach gives more control to you, the user, and to developers. It's a shift from the monopolistic control that mainstream social platforms hold over their networks. Developers aren't left at the mercy of sudden API changes, and users aren't merely passive consumers of content. They're active participants, shaping their own social media experience. But there's more to it. Decentralized networks like Mastodon also offer enhanced privacy. With no single entity in control, there's less likelihood of your data being mishandled or misused. It's a breath of fresh air in an era of constant data breaches and privacy scandals. And let's not forget about the freedom from ads. If you're tired of your social media feeds being cluttered with advertisements, you'll appreciate the ad-free nature of decentralized networks. Instead of monetizing their user data, these platforms are often funded through user donations and subscriptions. Finally, there's the ability to customize the user experience. Because developers have access to the network's source code, they can tailor the platform to their users' needs. This means more innovative and user-friendly apps, designed with your needs in mind. Decentralized networks are reshaping the social media landscape, offering a beacon of hope for those disheartened by the changes in API terms. So what does this mean for the future of social media? In the grand tapestry of this digital age, we've seen two significant threads emerge. First, the unsettling shift in API terms by major social networks, and second, the rise of decentralized networks. These two trends have woven a new narrative for the landscape of social media, and their implications are far-reaching. Let's take a moment to untangle this narrative. In the past year, social networks like Twitter and Reddit have tightened their grip on third-party experiences. They've raised the drawbridge, restricting access to their APIs in a bid to better monetize their data and prevent scraping. This has led to the unfortunate shutdown of several third-party apps, altering the way we interact with these platforms. On the flip side, we've seen the rise of decentralized networks like Mastodon. These platforms offer a breath of fresh air, providing new opportunities for third-party developers. Unlike their centralized counterparts, decentralized networks operate on open-source software, allowing for greater transparency and freedom of information. So, where does this leave us? For users, it's a mixed bag. While some may find their digital experience curtailed by the changes in API terms, others may discover new avenues of interaction on decentralized platforms. For developers, it's a call to adapt and innovate, and for the social media industry, it's a pivotal moment that could redefine its very structure. This brings us to some thought-provoking questions. Will more platforms follow suit and restrict their APIs? Will decentralized networks become the new norm? These are questions we must grapple with as we look towards the future. And so, as we navigate this ever-evolving digital landscape, one thing is clear: the future of social media is anything but predictable.